There, that moment right there. Someone's put 20p in the dickhead.
Every now and again, you cross paths with some monumental idiots on the road. Now, we're not talking about the people who cut roundabouts or the people that run red lights. I can deal with those. I can even deal with people pulling out in front of me. I mean, even on a good day, I can deal with cyclists that have more wheels than brain cells. But when you wake up in the morning and you feel like venturing out into the big wide world on a nice sunny day, casually breaking the rules of lockdown, and then some saddle sniffing, self-entitled road warrior decides that today is the day he wants to have a little tantrum and throw all of his toys out the pram. Today is the day he's going to unleash his full force of fury onto you and have a full mental breakdown because they can't do a simple thing like read a basic road sign. And then on top of that, as if that wasn't enough, they proceed to open their mouth and ask you to get out of your car and fight them. I can't deal with that. That's where I draw the line. Welcome to Idiot of the Week. So today we're going to be joined by none other than my good friend Charles from Dashcam Hole, who has some very kind words to say about this guy, so we're going to hear from him in just a moment. But when someone makes a mess of a situation because they aren't intelligent enough to take in the information that a sign is displaying, and then they make a fool of themselves and cause a scene literally because of their illiteracy, that I can't deal with. That's the point I completely lose my shit. Now, I'm normally quite calm and chilled when I'm driving. Not much pisses me off. When someone does something stupid, I laugh, I make a joke of it, I click a little button, I get on with my day, and at the end of the week I slap it all together into a nice little video for you guys to laugh at. At no point do I feel the need to undo my window and scream abuse at another driver for their mistake. And if I did have an uncontrollable urge to shout abuse at someone, I would make 100% sure I got the fucking facts right. So before we get into the real juicy meat of this video, I have to apologise in advance. We may have to mute a few seconds of audio at the start because YouTube and copyright. I don't want to deal with that. But you're not missing much anyway. Nothing really interesting happens until Billy Big Balls decides that he wants to overtake, and that's when I turn the music off and prepare myself to listen to what he has to say. Number 2, the rear cam sticky got unstuck, so you're going to have to deal with Wonky Donkey the dangly dash cam. I'm sorry. So I know a lot of people like to see the lead up to what has just happened, so I'll leave that in for you guys so it can show that I did nothing to anger, enrage, confuse or otherwise upset this guy, and for the same reason I'm not going to edit the footage in any way at the end, so nobody can say I did anything to further enrage this idiot. Because we all know people like Gareth, they're going to be lurking in the comment section about to slap their grubby little hands all over the keyboard and tell me it's my fault. Get in the bin, Gareth. I made a dedicated video and you didn't even show up. So I simply stayed in one lane, following a line of traffic. I take note of the multiple signs to the left. You see these big pretty blue ones that tell you what to do and at what time to do it. Now, if you're not intelligent enough to work that out, then I can honestly say you have no place on the road. Now, for those of you who don't drive, these big blue signs tell you when the bus lane is in operation. The highway code tells us that when a bus lane is not in operation, it must be used as a normal lane, e.g. you should be in it. So from Monday to Friday, 7 till 10 AM, it is a bus lane. Any other time, you should and must be driving in it, unless you're turning off or overtaking. Now, I plan to do none of the above, so I stay in line like a good little Christian soldier. Oh, and just a quick disclaimer, I know for a fact there are going to be a few special little snowflakes who are going to watch this and head straight to the comments and start bashing their gentleman sausages on the keyboard telling me about it. This is the real world, not some fantasy land where kids are surrounded by cotton wool, bubble wrap and unicorns with earmuffs. No. When somebody starts screaming at you for literally no reason, stand up for yourself. The world is full of idiots. Bad words happen. Sometimes kids hear it. Deal with it. Rant over. Shall we begin? have no idea.
There, that moment right there, where Benji passes the dotted markings of the bus lane. That's it. This guy, a switch has gone off in his head, and nothing's gonna turn this off. Someone's put 20p in the dickhead. He's already up Benji's arse, revving round him, getting real close, the hand gestures. It's a full package. It's a full rage package with a nice little rage ribbon. Right, so as we can see here, we've got the sign coming up on the left. Let's just give that a pause and have a look at it. It does say buses, motorcycles, cycles, taxis, Monday to Friday, 7 to 10 AM. So there's a time limit, so it's not always active. And there's 1, 2, 3, and a 4th sign saying end of bus lane. And that's not including the signs that I've not counted before we started counting.
He's going to start now, isn't he?
I don't know, is he?
Watch, yeah, look, watch. He's flicked his helmet up.
What's the problem? Why? Can you read? What's the time? There's a time limit.
Yeah, you're right. You're not 16, because a 16-year-old would fucking know better.
Listen, there's a time limit. 7 till 10. It's past 10 o'clock. Fucking idiot. Wow. What's the time? We just need to check the time a minute. Check the time. Have a look. What's that? What does that say, Alexie?
11:37.
So he just made himself look like a right prat by mouthing off at the wrong time.
This should be one of your, what do you call it? Special Dickhead of the Week videos.
We're gonna
just on him.
We're gonna give him Dickhead of the Week, alright?
Yeah, I reckon we should.
Alright.
You have done one of them for a while.
Fucking spanner.
A spanner?
This is another very specific rage moment. He purposefully slows down to then swerve into Benji's path and continue with the hand actions, the threats. It's remarkable. It's like, dude, get a life. Get a life. And just get on with your ride. Stop endangering yourself, endangering everyone around you, and just generally being an insurance risk. Just grow up. What's the betting this guy would lose in a fight to a 16-year-old? Can we organise that? Is that illegal? Is that like cockfighting?
Wow.
And there he goes, swerving off straight into the path of a van. It's difficult to fathom this level of stupidity. It really is. It's one of them clips that has to be saved to be believed. Because what's caused it? The guy has the wrong information. He keeps itching for a fight with Benji. I can't wrap my mind around how a learner who looks pushing 40 can behave like such an immature little brat for incorrect reasons. That's all I've got. I'm sorry, Benji. That's all I've got. I don't really have a conclusion for that. The only conclusion I have is, fuck me, I'm glad I don't live in Bristol. That's coming from Dashcam Hull. Just Google some things about Hull. It's like Florida. Just type in Hull man and I'm sure some of the articles will fucking shock you.
telling me it's a bus lane.
Little shit. Look at him.
What's the problem?
He's going to start now, isn't he?
No, is he?
Watch, yeah, look, watch. He's flicked his helmet up.
What's the problem? Why? Can you read? What's the time? There's a time limit. Oh, fucking idiot. Listen, there's a time limit. 7 till 10. It's past 10 o'clock. Fucking idiot. Wow. What's the time? We just need to check the time a minute. Check the time, have a look. What's that? What's that say, Alexi?
11:37.
So he just made himself look like a right prat by mouthing off at the wrong time. What an idiot.
I know, he's naughty.
What an absolute clown. That's funny, that is. This is the people you got to deal with when you're driving. They'll get mad at you for no reason. This is the people you got to deal with.
She's telling you to get the motorbike. This should be one of your what do you call it? Special Dickhead of the Week videos.
We're gonna
just
give
on him.
We're gonna give him Dickhead of the Week, alright?
Yeah, I reckon we should.
Right.
You have done one of them for a while.
Fucking spanner.
A spanner? Babe. What a swat, man. Oh, here he goes. He's telling you to pull over. What is his problem, man? He's gonna stop, babe.
What for? I never said you were. 7 till 10. Wow.
Oh, my blood is boiling.
Some people have fucking issues, don't they? Some people have serious issues. That's not normal. What's your plan?
Go on, pull over, don't mess with me.
And then he drives off. I was going to pull over as well. What funny. And he disappears into the distance like a little...
Oh, my blood is boiling.
Did you bring that cocoa?
Yeah, do you want some? I like how he mentions the bus lane again.
Oh no, what fucking absolute bender.
And he wouldn't even turn it right anyway.
I know.
He was not even turning right. So he did that basically to piss you off?
He did that purposely just to wind me up because he seen me trying to overtake.
Oh, you're going to have to do this video tonight and show me for tomorrow.
Look what you've done! I'm in the bus lane now because of you!
Oh,
you're talking to me when I'm trying to drive! What is wrong with you, woman? Yeah? Now look what's happened! We're going to get a fine for being in this bus lane! Jesus Christ!
Babe, it's 11:41.
Wow.